What's going on, gang? It's the Gravy Gambles show back from a week hiatus, although we did tweet out our picks at Gravy Gambles if you want to go give us a follow there. On the season so far, Pat's got a slight edge, 7-5 on the year. He went 3-0 last week. Congrats, buddy. I am 5-7, but not too far behind. Pat, since you are in the lead, would you like to go first or second this week?
I'll go first. I'll keep going first. I've been doing well since we've done that. First game, not counting Thursday, it's the first game. We're going to go Green Bay -8. Pretty much just basically because the Giants don't have an actual quarterback. Davis Webb looks like he's going to be starting for you guys.
Daniel Jones, though, improving in practice as of Thursday when we're recording this. Who knows?
Still, Packers defense is going to absolutely shut
Packers.
You guys down.
It's not a terrible pick. I like the tease. The tease we did the Lunder tease and Packers down to 2, and then I can't remember what it was, like 50 something was the or 48 or whatever it was the under. I like that as a teaser, but Packers should win by double digits. If they don't, I consider it a Giants win.
Yeah, I will be very depressed if that doesn't happen. Second pick, going Texans Jags over 43. I expect the Jaguars to be able to move the ball pretty easily against the Texans defense, put up some points, and Texans love getting garbage time touchdowns.
Over 43?
Over 43.5.
Okay.
Last week, Texans scored, 17 points in the fourth quarter?
Not great. Not a great team for sure.
They're not, but they still find ways to move the ball and get a couple points in there here and there.
Yeah.
Jags might put 31 on them by themselves, so you don't need much help from the Texans. I think this one hits easily. Final one, and I honestly don't feel that great about this one just because Ryan Tannehill's a big old bag of shit, but Titans -1.5 because Carson Wentz is a bigger pile of shit. And Vrabel's just a better coach. They're a better team. I think Henry might run the ball for like 160 on them and just shove it down their fucking throat.
I just don't trust either of those teams. It makes sense that Washington just gets squashed in this one, but also like it makes too much sense, which makes me feel like Washington wins this game, which is why I was like, I'm staying away from this one.
Yeah, I mean,
that was a don't touch game.
Given points on the road, it's not something I like to do because you never know with Carson Wentz. He might pull a week 1 game and throw for 360 and 3 scores. You never know what he's going to fucking do.
Yeah,
but I don't know the Titans. This is strictly because of Vrabel. Vrabel's a good coach. He finds a way to get wins. Good. Yeah, it's Vrabel and Derrick Henry. That's literally it.
No, it's solid logic to that. But that was I was like, it seems too easy to pick this, which makes me not want to pick it because it seems like I should pick it, which is a trap.
Yeah, I just didn't want to overthink it. I was like, fuck it. All the lines this week suck.
Yeah, and I love any of them.
I hated that one less than a lot of the other ones, so that's why it's my third pick.
I had a bunch of teases. I feel like we'll throw those out there later. I'm going to start off with mine. I'm going to go Vikings -7 over the Bears. Vikings barely beat the Saints in London last week. And I don't know. I feel like the Vikings have been struggling to get shit done this last couple of weeks, but I feel like the Bears are a get-right team. So, this seems like a game that, they're just going to get lit up by the Vikings. It's at home for Minnesota. I feel like they'll have a solid, figure-it-out game. Justin Jefferson, this isn't one of my picks, but, anytime touchdown score, just hammer that every week. That's probably what I'm going to be doing from now on. If Justin Jefferson doesn't score, I would be very surprised. So smash that anytime touchdown score for Justin Jefferson. But I'm going to take Vikings -7 over the Bears as my first one. Worst case scenario, I feel like this is a push. I don't see the Bears really being close. The Giants kind of stuck it to them when they had to, and the Giants didn't have a quarterback for an entire quarter against the Bears and still were able to win. I feel like the Vikings are going to get this done way easier than the Giants did. Next, I'm going to go with an over. I got Lions Pats over 45.5. Lions 4-0 on the over this year. They don't really have a great defense. Aiden Hutchinson makes some cool tackles every now and then, but I think it's Bailey Zappi is probably going to be the quarterback for New England.
Might be Mac Jones. Mac Jones practiced today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, whether as long as it's not Brian Hoyer, I think they should be able to move the ball with their running game and just kind of dumping out passes with either Jones or Zappy, whoever starts. I think that's going to have a nice little back and forth. 45.5 seems it didn't seem too easy. It seemed like, oh, that's a good number.
It seemed right.
Would be over. I think the Lions could score 30. The Patriots could score 30. Somebody's going to score 30 at least in this. And then I think that the other team just kind of carries some weight there a little bit, and we cover that easily. So Lions, Pats over 45.5. And final pick of the week, I got Cowboys plus 5.5 over the Rams. Monday night, man, like the Rams looked terrible. And I know it was against a really good 49ers team, but the Cowboys also have a good defense. And I'm really just going to hammer the Cowboys until it doesn't hit. At this point, I don't know what's going on. I hope that I lose because I fucking hate the Cowboys, but like getting points doesn't seem like it makes sense. It's only the Cooper Rush factor, the fact that the Rams are Super Bowl champs. I feel like the Cowboys could win this outright. And even if they do lose, I feel like they'll keep it close, like a 4-3-point kind of game. So I think I'm going to go Cowboys plus 5.5, take some points there in this one. So I got Vikings -7. Lions, Pats over 45.5, and Cowboys plus 5.5. I also said Justin Jefferson anytime touchdown score, and I have a couple of teaser bets that I feel like we should throw out. Jags -7 over the Texans seems like a little much, and then 49ers -6.5. I don't know why it wasn't a full 7, so I teased those together. Jags -1 with 49ers -0.5 point over the Panthers. Like that seems like easy money right there. Also, if you wanted, I almost took Seattle getting 5.5 against the Saints. I think Seattle could cover that easily, but I teased Minnesota down to -1, and I teased the Seahawks up to 11.5. You pair those together, that's a solid little teaser. And then I also teased the prime time, the last 2 games of the week. I got the Bengals and Ravens under 54.5 because the Ravens have hit the under in every single game this year. And then I think teasing it up to 54.5 is going to really help out. And also primetime unders are very hot right now. And then Kansas City -1 against the Raiders. Like, tell me Kansas City doesn't win that game. To win that game, they're going to have to win by at least 1 point. I think that's easy right there. Bring the -7 down to 1. So those are some teasers right there. Anything else you wanted to add today?
I would also add a Jamar Chase anytime touchdown scorer in there. Ravens defense is fucking atrocious. Jamar Chase is going to score. At least once.
That's fair. I didn't tell you about did I tell you about the Boo Parlay? It is spooky season. My buddy Dante was telling me about the Boo Parlay. So basically what the Boo Parlay is BOO. B is pick a team that starts with the B. O is a team wearing orange, and then the other O is an over. And so Dante told me to take Bills money line, Browns money line, and the same Lions, Pats over. I just took. That's plus 350 right there. A little spooky season action.
Browns money line. Interesting.
Yeah. Browns run game pretty strong. Chargers have been a little sus stopping the run. I feel like,
and they're very injured.
And they're away. Long flight. Something to think about. Bills money line, Browns money line, Lions, Pats over 45.5. But those are our gravy gambles picks for week 5 of the NFL. Pat's getting really hot right now. I went 2-1. I mean, combined, we were 5-1 last week. Maybe start taking notes, start listening to what we're saying. But best of luck to all of you guys and gals that are watching, unless, of course, you're not betting with us. And then I hope your bet loses. But if you are betting with us, best of luck to you. We'll talk to you guys next week on the Gravy Gambles Show. At Gravy Gambles, I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat Dion. Give us a follow and make sure you're hitting that subscribe button on the Pat's Gravy Podcast YouTube channel. Search Pat's Gravy Podcast on YouTube. Hit subscribe. It's been Gravy Gambles, guys.